So we're here to wake up our people, man, get them out of false doctrine, false religion. Christianity is a false religion.
Israelite!
That's right!
Come Israelite!
Who is that?
Hey, I know y'all Israelites.
They mouth water. When people hear bacon, they mouth water. That is a disgusting beast. I seen a pig eat a dead body of a human being. Who wants to eat something like that? That is disgusting. Alright, but our people rather do what they want to do. Pigs are disgusting, lobster, crab, shrimp, catfish is disgusting. It's all against God. Right, keep going.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the sea, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Everything without fins or scales is an abomination unto you. I'll give you an example. A tiger shark. If you eat a tiger shark organs and flesh is so poisonous you will die in the next 3 hours. If you eat a bear, just like it says, if it's not cloven-footed and chew up the cud, if you eat a bear's liver, if you eat the liver of a bear, you will die. It's not meant for you to eat it. But Negroes think that you can eat everything. The Lord gave us a strict dietary law that we don't keep. And we get recompense with all these curses, man, and all these diseases in our community because we don't want to eat what the Most High told us to eat. We want to eat shrimp, crab, lobster. We want to eat octopus. Who wants to eat a damn octopus, man? When you look at an octopus, you think, well, damn, that's tasty. That's disgusting, man. God,
I got a Dollar Tree,
brother, we got the word of God for you.
Hospital, I was trying to get money for the ship.
We got the word of God for you, brother. We got the word of God for you. You gotta get it cold, man.
Fishing. You ever been fishing? Did you go to work this morning?
Hey, brother, you wanted a word real quick? You wanted a word real quick, brother?
Drunk.
Hey, you want to hear the word real quick, brother? You want to know that your nationality according to the Bible? Want to know who you are, man? Y'all want to hear the word, sister? Y'all want to know your nationality according to the Bible?
Not today.
Not today? Don't you know today is the Lord's holy day? His high holy day? Oh, they splitting up. That's just crazy, man. You try to call our people to come back and wake up, but they'll listen to the white man sing some disgusting hymns, man.
Thank you, brother. I thought we were going to have a long day.
Hey, brothers, y'all want to hear your nationality according to the Bible? Nah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit, y'all got the game?
Nah.
We'll put these cups in there, too. That's all.
What?
Hey, y'all going into slavery, white folks?
That's right.
Yeah, white people already know they finished, man. Hey, how do y'all feel about that woman that was a designer? She said that if she could kill every nigger, she could. How do you feel about that? She said if she could kill niggers, she would kill every nigger. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about it? Oh, you got nothing to say about it? Oh, it's funny to you, that word, huh?
I got you. How you doing today? You doing all right? You know
Shalom,
your nationality? She don't want to do that.
See, Caucasians, they know what it is, man.
That's brother DC Brew Boutique. Brew Boutique.
Oh, no, this is Urban Brew.
No, I'm telling you, Brew Boutique.
Oh, yeah.
DC.
Oh, it's cold.
I still like
Hey, brother, you want to hear the word? You want to hear the word? You want to know your nationality?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it meant.
I like that one better.
Hey, y'all want to know your nationality before y'all cross that street?
Damn, I thought it was.
Nah, they don't want to hear. Hey, brother, you want to know your nationality, man, according to the Bible? You don't want to know, man. This Bible is about you, man. It's not. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. This Bible's about y'all, man. It's FUBU. It's for you and by you.
That's right.
But y'all don't want to hear it. If I was white, let me paint myself white first, brother. I'll paint myself white when you hear the word. Damn. All right, bring it out, huh?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. My people do not consider.
Israel don't know, man. They don't consider. Give me Proverbs 1 and 22. They don't consider, man. I could call out to Israel all day, and they'll listen. They'll be like, I know about it, brother. You know, I'm an Israelite. What tribe? Judah. But won't keep no laws, man. You'll see them, man. They'll chant Judah hard as hell, but they won't keep no laws, man. You supposed to be like, brother, I don't even know my tribe, but I know I keep them laws, man.
God.
Hey, brother, I know my tribe and I keep them laws. We need more men like, oh my Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
Brother, have you seen Get Out? Did she ever click a spoon against a teacup? I just gotta know. You know, maybe, hey man, you know, one day go to a hypnotist. Go to a hypnotist and just let them do a little hypnotizing check. Tell them to snap you out of it.
And then they can get the worst.
And maybe you might come to your senses, but if you with that, that's what you with, brother. All right, bring that out.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will yet love simplicity?
How long, ye simple ones, will love simplicity, man? We just had a woman kill her black lover. All right, Amber Geiger. Amber Geiger shot the hell out of her black lover, and she's on trial right now. We got brothers running around with white women, like it's all right.
God.
I mean, you know, okay, but you know, if you go missing, just don't ask us to vouch for you, right? You know, just don't send a white woman to have us go into court and say nothing happened, because we know what happens when that's going on. All right, keep going.
And yet scorners delight in their scorning.
Yeah, we got scorners delighting in their scorning, man. Keep going.
And fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge. Why you people always come out here reading the Bible? Why you read the Bible? Why do you read the Bible? Why are you asking me, do I read the Bible? Aren't you a Christian? What type of rhetorical question is that?
That's right.
I don't want to hear you read the Bible. I want to hear your words. What? Y'all Christians are tripping. I don't ever understand that. How are you going to tell me to put the Bible down and talk about how I feel? I thought as a Christian, you was based off the Bible. Everything. Right? Everything that Christ says is based off the Bible. And as a Christian, you're supposed to accept it, because a Christian is a follower of Christ. And you know, usually we don't take the title of Christians, but we the true Christians up here, man.
That's right.
We the real Christians up here, because we really follow Christ. Christ said, go to the highways and byways and bid people to the marriage. That's what we do. But we don't get Christians doing that, man. You don't see Creflo Dollar coming out to the hood. He just wants your dollar so he can go to the hood. Right, keep going. I'll get your precept.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Bring it out.
Speak unto us smooth things, prophecy deceits.
Right? Our people tell us, don't prophesy right things. Don't tell me the truth. Lie to me. Don't prophesy the truth to me. Tell me smooth things. Our women don't want us to be like, well, we love our women, but y'all out of order. You'd be more beautiful in a dress with your head covered.
Right.
Our women want us to say, oh girl, you a bad B-I-T-H. right? You bad. Our women don't know how to be good. They rather be bad. Right? That's the mind state of our people. They get used to being called bad. They're never really called good. They never consider that. Where do you see yourself on this side, sister? Simeon? Benjamin. She from the tribe of Judah, man. She Benjamin. Give me Romans 11. Give me Romans 11. Right? Don't you know the Apostle Paul was a Benjamite? Isn't that Romans 11 when he says he's a Benjamite? 11:1. Give me Romans 11:1. Right? Yeah, I need to hear this word too, Issachar, and get away from Esau.
That's right.
You need to hear this word, Hermana. Who got it?
I got it.
Read it up.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, has God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin.
So Paul was from the tribe of Benjamin, sister, just like you. And what you need to understand is that Paul was telling all the children of Israel that he went to one thing to do. Give me Romans 3 and 30. 3 and 31. Romans 3 and 31. So Paul's whole duty was to bid all the children of Israel back to the marriage of Christ. And you said you Benjamin, you the same tribe as Paul. Paul believed in Christ, so in an instant you should believe too. All right, bring this up.
Romans chapter 3 and verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith?
Now hold that. Paul is asking a question. He said, do we get rid of the law because we believe? Right, here we go.
God forbid.
He said what?
God forbid.
He said, God forbid. We gotta keep the law. One of the laws in the Bible is to love thy neighbor as thyself. If the law is done away with, I don't have to love my neighbor as myself. Right? Give me that in Leviticus 19 and 17. That's the foolishness of people that come up with new doctrines. That's a law in the Bible that you gotta love your own people. But people say the law is done away with. That means I can hate my own people. I can hate everybody because this law right here that we're about to read don't matter no more. Shalom. Leviticus 19 and 17. Bring it out,
Leviticus chapter 19 verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
It says what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Now, if the pastor said that this law is done away with, that means I can hate my brother in my heart. Right, keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
But it says, don't hate your brother in your heart. Anywise rebuke your neighbor. Don't suffer sin upon him. What's your question, sis?
I want to know why do black people hate one another instead of lifting up us with fingers down with lift.
Deuteronomy 28:54.
That's right. The sister asks a great question. When you look at the white community, the white people, they uplift one another. When you see Arabs, they uplift one another. When you see Asians, they uplift one another. They uplift all of their own race, but when it comes to blacks, we act like crabs in a bucket.
That's right.
We're not happy that one crab got out of the bucket. We want to drag the other crab down to burn with us.
That's right.
Right? Bring that out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
It says the man that is tender among us, because back then, even in the 60s and in the 40s, we had a loving and a brotherhood. We called each other kings and queens, but now we hate each other. We call each other niggas. We call each other niggas. We used to be kings and queens, but we call each other niggas. Read that again.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards his wife of his bosom.
It says he's going to even hate his women. He's going to hate the wife of his bosom. We call our women bitches and hoes in all our music. Right? You never see a white man call their women bitches and hoes in their music. Right? Keep going.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
It says, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Even we in our community leave our children, and nobody else does.
Why when you ask of the Lord for a simple thing, it can never become life.
Give me
15.
Right? It's for this one reason. The reason is that we don't love one another. It's a curse according to God. If that one commandment that I showed you, Leviticus 19 and 17, it says, love thy neighbor as thyself, that's a commandment of God. Our people don't keep it. Right? If we just did that and have real love towards one another, we wouldn't be in a detriment in situations that we are in. Right? Because if we love one another, we would love God. Because God looks like us. Right? Keep going. Wait, bring that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
It says, if you won't listen to the Lord thy God, keep going,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statute which I command thee this day,
to observe and do his commandments and his statutes that he commanded us to do today, right? Keep going.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses have come upon us and overtook us. Well, we've been destroyed, man. We've been destroyed as a nation of people, and it's hard for us to come back without us keeping his law. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 7 and 8. Bring that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So we gotta love the Lord and serve him with all our heart and all our soul, man. Israel don't know how to do that. All right, keep going.
To keep the commandments of the Lord. Behold, the heaven and the heavens of heaven is the Lord thy God's. The earth also, which all that therein is.
All right, Jordan, give me 7 and 8. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Slucky. But because Yahweh loved you, and because we would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, have Yahweh brought you out with the mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. You see that? Because we started and did the things that the Lord commanded. Moses did the things, first of all, that the Lord commanded him, and then the children of Israel did. Therefore, the Lord delivered them out of Egypt. He delivered them. But Negroes today, if you told them that the Lord would deliver them out of America and out of the hand of their oppressor, they wouldn't believe. They wouldn't do the things that are written in this book. If the Lord manifests himself, if the Lord manifested himself to us to come together as a nation, we would. A lot of these Christians get all these visions, but the Lord manifests himself to come together and keep the law, we wouldn't. Right? Only a certain amount of people are going to get this. This is not for everybody, actually. This is only for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
Right? Nobody else. This whole book, backwards and forth, is for us. So we need to understand, if the Lord is our God, he's delivered us out of the land in the hands of our enemies that hate us, what do we need to do collectively as a people for him to hear us again?
Bring it out, huh?
And that's just keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. A commandment that a lot of our people don't want to listen to is love their brother as themselves, or rebuke one another. What do they say? God, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. Right? That's what they say. But the Lord said, rebuke thy neighbor, don't suffer sin upon him. Right? The Lord straight up said we can judge. You thinking judge as in judge by the letter. When you think about judging, you think, oh, I can't tell you nothing. But back then in ancient times, judging is I took your head off. Judging is I dragged you out of the whole city and stoned you to death. Right? We telling you what you're doing wrong. Right? Give me that. Bring that out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, in the house of Jacob their sins. Well, we cry loud, man. We show our people their transgressions, in the house of Jacob their sins. Our people are in the midst of a lot of sin right now. A lot. Give me Leviticus 21 and 13. Man live with mankind. You got a lot of disgusting stuff coming, man. Atlanta is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And we all know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah got finished. But y'all want to pride yourself off of gay Atlanta. You don't even call it Atlanta no more. You call it gay Atlanta. Alright? It's nothing. And then you got all type of weird stuff talking about no cap. You got these homosexuals lying talking about no cap. No cap came from two men having intercourse without a condom. That's a lie. No cap. When we were saying back then at ATL and in Georgia, if you was lying, we'd be saying, boy, you capping. You capping, bro. That's not talking about homosexual intercourse. But you let these homosexuals lie with that. No cap means you're not lying. Homosexuals didn't come up with that term. But you allow them to ride and deal and steal everything. Right, bring that out. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. Now you give them right. Both of them have committed an abomination. Now you let them marry each other. Both of them have committed an abomination. No, you forgive him because he's just a woman trapped in a man's body. They shall surely be put to death. They shall surely be put to death. You keep playing around. I'm going to show you how not to play around with the children of Israel and the children of Edom. We just ran some disgusting Caucasians, some Mormons, some plain devils off this block, man. And we're going to show you how to get our people in order, man. Our people got to adhere to the law. If they don't adhere to the law, it don't matter, man. I don't care about your feelings. Your feelings don't matter. You can feel like homosexuality is okay, but it's a detriment to your own community.
That's right.
You need men in the house, but you rather be with another man. Effectively, knocking two men out the damn house. We already had a problem with one man just leaving his kids. Now you got two men out the house because he wants to be gay. Don't you know that Caucasians have been trying to exterminate black people in America for the longest? Why do you think they pushing this homosexuality? They're not pushing it on white people. They're not pushing it on Asian people. They're not going into the Arabs community and pushing it, but they come in specifically to the black community to make sure that you're gay. To make sure that black people are gay. Why? How does homosexuality benefit the black community? I'm going to tell you how just being heterosexual makes you better in the black community. Don't you know what voting power is? Why do you think the white man is kicking out Mexicans? Voting power. Why? Because their birth rate is low. If you black people wanted voting power, why the hell are you gay? Don't you know in a couple of generations you would just outbreed these people, but you're gay. Gay Atlanta.
That's right. That's right.
You're not about the whole community. That's the problem with homosexuals. They about themselves. Gay people got reparations. That's funny. How is it that you're black and you're gay, you got reparations, but black people as a whole haven't got reparations for slavery? But you about your people. You like Malik Yoba. And he's talking about I'm standing up. I'm standing up. I'm not coming out. I'm standing up. Those type of people, you need to sit the hell down, man.
That's right.
I'm tired of all these wicked people coming and trying to run and rule over our nation. They don't know what we need, man. We don't need the white man to tell us what to do. You're a homosexual. You murder your own people in the schools. You shoot your mom and dad, then go and kill your teacher, and kill the girl that didn't like you, right? But then get mad at us when you're talking about we're killing our own people, man. Talking about Chicago and all the things that's going on in Chicago, man. We've been trained and taught everything from the so-called white man from the bottom up, man. We've been broken as a people. If we learn any bad or detriment trait against our own nation, we learned it from the so-called white man via Willie Lynch.
That's right.
White people, they kill each other. Don't get it twisted. White people kill each other at an alarming rate. It makes sense. If you are in the same ethnicity or ethnic group, you're gonna kill your own ethnic group more because you live near them. You live closer to them. All right. That's facts. That's statistics. White men kill more white men than black people do.
That's right.
And black people kill more black people than white people do. But the difference is see the devil, man. The difference is the racial crimes. When you look at the racial crimes, the racial back crimes that are committed with a racial intent, Caucasians do that at a higher rate. When you look at crimes that are committed with a racial intent, Caucasians do that at a higher rate. They do that at about 500 to 400% more than so-called black people. They just kill black people because. That's where you had that white woman who was a designer. She designed clothes, right? She said that if she could kill black people, if America would allow her to kill black people, every black person would die. That's the mindset of Esau Edom, man. Give me that.
Perpetual hatred.
Give me that perpetual hatred.
Ezekiel 35.
Ezekiel 35,
Verse 5.
verse 5. The water. See, Esau, man. Esau, he hates you, man. He hates you. Esau is not going to love you. It's not Esau's job to love you, man. Y'all want Esau to love you, he's not going to do it. Bring that out, dog.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and have shed the blood of the children of Israel. All right, listen what the Most High is going to do. Keep on.
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Because we were just trying to get it right, man. When Gad came over, when you read the book of Esdras, Gad left all the other nations to come to America to actually follow the Lord, right? But guess what Esau had to do, man? Esau had to come over here with his dirty ships and his conquistadors, man, and mess all that up. Keep going.
Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Elohim, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
It says because Esau Edom hasn't hated blood, blood is going to pursue him, man. Why do you think they got all these mass shootings, man? They had more mass shootings last year than there were days in a year. Do you know how bad that has to be, that every other day is 1 or 2 mass shootings going on? That's what's going on in their community, man. That's what's going on in their community, but they have the audacity to say something about black on black crime. God bless you too, brother. Your God is Yahweh. You need to keep the law, statute, commandments. You need to come back over here and know that you're an Israelite, man. You need to know you're an Israelite, man. All right, give me Get me Psalm 74 and 4. Psalm 74. No, give me Psalm 73 and 4. Psalm 73 and 4. Get me Psalms 19 and 8. All right, bring that up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 4. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
You see that Esau, there's no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. When Esau dies, he has nothing to aspire to. He doesn't have the aspiration of the kingdom of heaven. Esau's worried about what's on the earth, what he has on the earth. Because Esau, deep in his spirit, he knows that when he dies, when the so-called white man dies, he knows that he's not going to have nothing. So that's why he lives it up. YOLO, you only live once, man. And Esau needs to live like that, because if he dies now and he gets regenerated as a slave in the kingdom of heaven, he really only did live one way they want. They can treat lowly people any way they want, man. They treat them any type of way they want, but let a rich man do something wicked. They don't want to lock him up. They don't even go. Well, a lot of rich people that do a crime, they don't even go and lock them up, man. They don't even lock them up. They give them a notice. Okay, you turn yourself in, sir. Turn yourself in. That's how they treat rich people. But poor people, they just lock them up any type of way, man. And they treat them any type of way, man. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're some of the poorest people on the face of the earth, man. And anybody can treat us that way. They'll never treat this man that way. They never just ask him and search him without. You gotta consent to search, man. He's violating this right there, man. Did he consent to that search? He don't do that to rich people, man, or so-called Caucasians. All right, let's go back to Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 28:39. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine, neither, Salakia, nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them.
You see that, man? Before the white man will ever give us any of the fruit of our labors, man. Because we're sharecroppers. Being a sharecropper after or during the, I would say, construction era, after the revolutionary, what the hell? After the Civil War, they will have certain things called sharecropping, man. Before the white man will let a black man eat his share crop, you know, his due share, he'll let the worms eat it, man. He'll rather let you starve before you get your own crops that you work hard for, man. But this is your enemy, man. Your enemy. They're not your friend. They're not your best buddy. They've been treating us wrong since we came over here, man. But you rather love them than your own brethren, your own people. When you hear, I want you to show me a rapper or a rap song talking about killing KKK members, killing Klansmen. All the rappers, they talking about killing niggas, man. Let me kill that nigga. My chopper, I call my chopper KKK because it kill niggas.
There is a rapper that does that, but he's faded away. Plies in Florida always say crack.
Yeah, Plies,
yeah,
man.
Man, that's the only rapper I can think of.
All rappers like that, they done faded away, man.
That's the only rapper.
Faded away, man. You can't see nobody. Back then, the rappers were revolutionary, man. They were talking about the oppression of their people, what was going on, how to make it better, how the cops treated them wrong, how the system is against us. And look at us now, man. We hugging the white woman who murdered a black man in his home, sitting down in boxers, eating ice cream, and then her brother, or his brother, is gonna hug Amber Geiger and say that I forgive you. My brother will want me to hug you and forgive you. No, your brother will wanted to live. Your brother he will wanted to live and continue eating his ice cream instead of getting shot to death. That's what your brother would have wanted. But you got Negroes all on the Twitter, and we had a Negro last night talking about, oh yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, in Dallas. Oh, in Dallas? Oh, I like how the man hugged him. Are you kidding me? You like how he hugged the murder of his brother?
You like how his dad said, I want to be your best friend. I want you to show me somebody. That's like you Christians saying that you want to be best friends with Satan. Because Satan put Christ on the cross. I want to hug you. I want you to go to the satanic temple, a lot of you Christians, and hug them, damn it. I want you to do that. Since you want to hug the white man, a murderer, and love him so much, go to the satanic temple and hug them. I mean, that's what some of you Christians are doing anyway. You hug people in the LGBT community, you might as well go to the satanic temple. Because Sodom and Gomorrah was ran by Satan. Our people are foolish. They don't have knowledge. They don't have understanding. This is why we're still in the state that we're in. All right, keep going. Deuteronomy 28, verse 40. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coasts, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine olive shall cast his fruit. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. You see that, man? That's a heavy and a hard curse upon our people, man. It says that thou shalt not even enjoy your children because they're going to go into captivity, man. Well, think about Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a child, was he not? Jeremiah was a child. Jeremiah was like, Lord, I'm too young to go out and teach these people. But the Lord said, say not to me that you're a child. What happened to Jeremiah? Jeremiah went into captivity. He went into slavery. We can't even enjoy our children. What happens when you're poor? Because the white man won't give you a job, and the system is against you. They come and they take your children. You can't even enjoy your children in this damn place, man. You can't even enjoy your children with defects. You put your hand on your child. You whip him, you chasten him. Your child stole something, and then you don't do that. You whip him. The child called defects, they take him away from you. Now you can't even enjoy your children, man. That's a curse in the Bible against our people, and we still don't know who the hell we are. Give me Hosea 4:6. Give me Hosea 4:6, man. You can't make this up. The Bible is a true book, man. We just showed you that the white man, his eyes is purely set against the poor, and he murdered the innocent. What happened with Michael Brown, man? What crime did Michael Brown commit? What crime did Michael Brown commit? He couldn't be found guilty because the white man who was a cop made himself judge and executioner. He didn't get to go to a trial before he died. Then you see later in videos, the videos that showed Michael Brown at the same store location, he didn't steal anything. He actually paid and left and went his way. Come on, go ahead.
If you watch the video again, you'll see that's not the video the same day. On that video that they show us, he got on sandals. On the video, when he gets killed, he got on tennis shoes.
Con.
So he left from the store, went home, tennis shoes, and then ran into the police officer.
And you know what? That video was actually at night. He was killed broad daylight, man. The white man is just, you see what it is? The Caucasian, the so-called white man who is Esau, Edom, the devil the Bible speaks about, he's going to look out for his own people, man. He's going to look out for his own people no matter what wickedness they do. They're not going to speak out against it. They're going to keep watching one another's back. But us in our own community, we don't have that same respect or regard for one another. Right, bring this out. Hosea 4:6.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. The knowledge that we need and the knowledge we should have is the wisdom of this Bible, man. The law, statute, commandments of God. If you knew the law, statute, commandments of the Lord, you would know that as a woman, you shouldn't be walking around wearing pants. Because even in American law, for women to wear pants and men to wear dresses back then, that was called cross-dressing, and you went to jail for it. It's recently a new thing on the earth that cross-dressing or men wearing dresses and women wear pants is okay. That is all right because they passed new laws, man. The Most High God, He doesn't change. The white man is going to continue to change and do whatever makes him money. Man, our women are not protected, man.
It says our women are like in a garden of cucumbers. And just kind of think what that means, man. I don't want to get vivid on you, but when it says our women are like a garden of cucumbers, that's just what it is. Our women are treated like whores, man. Look at them on these rap videos, man. They call them bitches and hoes. They call themselves bad bitches. They're like a woman in a garden of cucumbers, man. A black woman by the age of 21 or 23, she done had 20 bodies. She done had 40 bodies, damn it. She's a mass sex offender, according to the Bible. Over and over, just sleeping with people. She's a garden full of cucumbers, man. That's our women, because we are not in order. Also, back in the time of slavery, they just raped our women. They had our women in whorehouses. They sold them as whores, man. That's that woman in a garden of cucumbers, man. We need to come back and stand for something. Stand for the law, statute, commandments of our people and our God, man. Because this is wickedness. This is foolishness, man. Our women are getting snatched up and they're going into sex slavery and nobody cares, man. That's that garden of cucumbers they're getting thrown in. That's what's going on in America, man. This Bible goes deep when you get to understand it. It hit hard. It hit home. Over what, like, they say like 69, but I know it's more than that. I think I've seen 80,000, 70,000, 69,000 black women going missing, man. Keep going.
Except the Lord of the hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been at Sodom, and we should have been like unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
Read that again.
Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been at Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
So if the Most High didn't have 144 left, the elect and the 1/3, we would be like Sodom and Gomorrah, man.